Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's gonna be a WOOTS and MOOPS. Now, the last time I did a WOOTS and MOOPS was sometime last year. So it's kind of due for one. For those of you who don't know what a WOOTS and MOOPS video is, it's basically my favorites, products that worked for me, didn't work, favorite, hated, whatever the heck you want to call it. Also, I just want to note that I have the window open, so the sun's coming in and out right now, so please disregard the light changing dramatically. Anyways, so as I was saying, it's been a while since I've done a WOOTS and MOOPS video. The background story about WOOTS is that when you're happy, you're like woot woot, and usually when I'm kind of sad or things that are disappointing or just things I don't like, I usually kind of pout a little, and then he's like, why are you mooping? What's with the moops? So basically products that I hate. Therefore this is my WOOTS and MOOPS. I don't really do these types of videos too much, but I try to collect as much information as I can on my products and try to keep it, because I want to show you guys the products, but then sometimes it kind of clutters the whole entire desk, so I kind of throw it out afterwards. But yeah. But anyways, enough rambling, it's time to get into the video. So the first thing we're gonna start off with is setting spray. So my favorite for the past, I say 6 months right now, is the Skindinavia setting spray. This is the Bridal setting spray. I used to have the oil control one. I believe these two work the same way, it controls oil, shine, and all that stuff. This really does a good job at controlling the oil and keeping me shine free throughout the day. The Bridal one, I don't really know what the difference is between the oil free and the Bridal one, other than the fact that it resists the effects of excess moisture. But you know what, they both still last about 16 hours. It's supposed to control shine, oil, and all that stuff, so this is my favorite. So you can get this on the Skindinavia website. They usually have a discount on the website, and with that you can also get a travel size of the primer and setting spray. I think it's a good deal. I think this is worth it. Can get the 4 fluid ounce. They also have the 8 fluid ounce as well, if you are interested in that. Of course, it's a little bit more money, but it will last you a long time. The setting spray that I did not like at all is the Cover FX Illuminating setting spray. I tried this out a couple times. I gave it a fair shot. However, this is just glitter. This is just plain out glitter. This did work one time, but the thing with this is that you have to shake it really well. It's not 1, 2, 3 and that's it. You really have to shake it for maybe 30 seconds or something, a long time, in order to get all the glitters out. Because if you don't, you can have chunky glitter all over your face, and that's not pretty. I don't really see it making my makeup last long at all. The only benefits is that it is alcohol free. It is fast drying, and I don't know, it's supposed to give you a glow, but instead of a nice glow, I see more glitter. I understand it's supposed to be a illuminating setting spray, but it just chunks of glitter everywhere. I don't have time every day in the morning to constantly shake this to basically get this not chunky. I just don't have enough time for this. So this would have to go in my bad bag, because this did not do anything for me. I don't think it kept my makeup lasting long at all. It just did absolutely nothing. Yep. So this next one is not really a WOOTS and MOOPS, but I just want to put this in there just in case if you want to look for a dupe for this. So for years and years, I've always used the Clinique makeup remover, the oil-free, the purple bottle, and I've used that for so long, but that cost $22, and it's not like you don't get a decent amount there, but I went through that very quickly. So I wanted to find a cheaper alternative, a drugstore brand. So I went to the drugstore and looked around, see if there was anything, and I found the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. This was only not even 10 bucks, and I don't know if you get the same amount or just a little bit more, but it does the exact same thing as the Clinique one, and this doesn't irritate your eyes or anything. I remember I used a makeup remover from Lancome, and that irritated my eyes, and I used a drugstore one, and that also irritated my eyes. The point is you have to find something that suits you, and even though Lancome is supposed to be gentle and it is a luxury brand, it goes to show that even a luxury brand can still irritate your eyes. I don't know what was in there, or maybe, I don't know, I just developed a allergic reaction to it, because when I first used it, I was fine. And then I haven't used it in a long time, and I went back to it because I remembered that it worked so well. All of a sudden my eyes became so dry. It was like, and I don't know what it was, I had some weird allergic reaction and it was dry. So I used the Clinique one and that worked fine, but I don't have $24 to dish out every 2 months. So I wanted to find a cheaper alternative, which I did, and I love this. This is gentle on the eyes, it doesn't irritate, it moisturizes, it does all that. I have nothing bad to say about this, but once again, this is not a whoops and moops for the makeup remover. It's just, you know, giving you guys a dupe if you are interested in finding a cheaper alternative to your makeup removers. Now I use that for my eyes. Something that I used for my whole entire face, I repeatedly buy over and over again, is the Garnier Micellar water, and this is the green cap. This is made for oily and sensitive skin types. Now they got the pink cap, the green cap, and the blue cap, and I think now they have like a yellow cap, but this one is for oily skin types. So this helps cleanse, remove makeup, purifies pores, no rinsing, no harsh rubbing, and also mattifies the skin as well, and this does a great job. This only costs like $9 at Walmart, and you get a lot here. You get what, 400 milliliters for this. I basically drench my cotton pad and remove all my foundation. It works so well. Once again, this is just for my all over face removal, and for my eyes I use the Neutrogena oil-free makeup remover, because obviously the glue, the eyeliner, that is a little bit more heavy duty, so I use that instead. And this will take away my foundation, my brows. It just, oh, it's so good. This doesn't leave me oily or greasy. I just feel clean afterward. So if you're in the market for a micellar water that's affordable, I would recommend the Garnier. Regardless of the skin type that you have, they have different kinds of micellar water. Remember, like I said, they have the pink cap, the blue cap, and so forth for your skin type. So I believe that this will work great no matter what skin type you have. But if you are oily, get the green cap. It will help you tremendously. Now that helps me take off my makeup, but just to ensure that all the makeup is off and I'm cleansed, I do use the cleansing gel. It's the same thing, the Garnier Micellar cleansing gel. Green cap, once again, they do have the pink one. I think they have the blue one. Don't quote me on that. And the green cap. Once again, this does target towards more oily, sensitive skin types, and this does mattify the face. This helps a lot. Like, if there's any gunk or whatever left that's on my face, this will help remove the rest of it, and it's not harsh. It does say you can use it for the face, the eyes, the lips. It won't burn it or won't do anything, and I actually went there where I went over my eyes to get like any excess like gunk off, and it didn't sting my eyes. So however, I do want to point out, just because it didn't sting my eyes doesn't mean there's another person out there where it won't sting their eyes. So I don't know, I say maybe try it to see first, or just be cautious, or if you don't trust it, don't just avoid the eyes. But I wanted to try it, and my eyes are fine. I can still see you. They're not irritated. This works wonders. Like, this still kept me moisturized. It didn't strip me of anything. I wasn't dry at all. So if you want to use this and the micellar water together, I would highly recommend it. Or if you just want to use this on its own, you can as well. It is the same price, about $9 at Walmart. I've noticed that there's only certain locations that have these, so you might have to go look around a little bit. So on the flip side, a cleanser that I absolutely hate. It's kind of funny because I was just praising this brand a moment ago. The Neutrogena Deep Clean. This is made for normal to oily skin. Now, I usually have combo skin. Even if I put this product on my T-zone, this stripped me bad. Very, very bad. Now at the time, I put this all over my face, and day one, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, okay, it's working, it's doing pretty good. And I kept using it. And then when I kept using it, I've noticed that I got really, really dry. Now, I understand most products that are catered towards normal to oily or combo skin or oiliness in general, that it's supposed to take out the oil, the excess sebum and everything, the dirt and oil that's clogging your pores. But I think if a product is stripping you too much, that is a horrible product. Granted that the product on the back does say if you do experience any dryness, use less frequently. The thing is, like, it's not like I was using this like 3 times a day. I use this in the morning, you know, because it's supposed to be a cleanser. It's supposed to cleanse all like the dirt and oil. But if you're gonna be stripping me that badly, I'm sorry, no, this is just a horrible product. Like, it was so bad to the point where like I had to use a very, very rich hydrating moisturizer for my T-zone, and I never do that. And even when I was putting on my primers, my moisturizers, and my foundation, especially around this region here, it was cracking, it was dry, and I have no idea what happened there, but like this product it's a no-go. And once again, even when I put it around my T-zone and use it every other day or whatever, like I used a bit of it because I'm using it only around the T-zone. You don't need that much for the T-zone. I know some of you guys out there are probably like, well, you didn't use that much, so how would you know this product worked or not? If this product stripped me out in 2 days, no, it's not working out for me. It's just 2 days. It's not like I use this every day for a month. Couple days and you strip me out that badly? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, this thing is just a no-go for me. Pass, no, garbage, bye. There are other cleansers out there that are catered towards oily skin that doesn't strip you out, just like my Garnier Micellar gel. That doesn't strip me out at all. Even when I'm using like an exfoliator, an actual exfoliator. This is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Cleanser, Exfoliate and Refining. This is supposed to be a daily cleanser, and even when I use this, it doesn't dry me out at all. This is an exfoliator. Even though it's a daily exfoliator, point is this doesn't dry me out like that one does. So I don't know if I'm allergic to whatever ingredient in there that's like drying me out. I have no idea. I read other reviews where like some people were experiencing the same thing as I was. Like it really like stripped them out. And it did nothing for them. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm not the only one then. I'm not crazy. Anyways, that was my little rant, but I hated that. Okay, so back to the main topic. Enough of that little rant session. So I do use this as a exfoliator, not a daily exfoliator. I use this every other day just to remove any extra dead skin cells, as gross as that sounds. So this does like really refine my face, my skin. It smooths it out so well. So this is supposed to purify your skin, take out dirt, oil, and pollution. And to be quite honest, this does the job. Like this thing really, really works. I don't know what they did in here, but this really, really works. Like after I used it for the first 2 days, I went to Sam, I'm like, touch my face. And when he touched it, he's like, oh, that's so soft. I'm like, I know. So I really, really love that product. Okay, so next I'm gonna talk about dry shampoos. I have used a lot of dry shampoos in my life. I always wanted to try and find the best one out there. I've used Dove, I think I used Pantene Pro V, I used Batiste or whatever that brand is. Those did not work for me. I felt like it didn't do a good job. Especially some of the ones at Sephora. When I would try in the store, like it will absorb the oil for that moment and then an hour later it will come back. Like it just didn't do what it's supposed to do, and I felt very discouraged because I couldn't find anything. So when me and Sam went to New York around May last year, 2017, I needed to buy dry shampoo because we were there for a long weekend and I did not want to wash my hair. And I needed dry shampoo, so I didn't want to go to the store to buy in Canada. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to like, I don't know, a Walgreens, a CVS, and go and buy like a travel size dry shampoo there instead. So I went there and I bought this travel size one, and when I used it, oh my god, it smelled so good. One, Secondly, it worked so well. Like throughout the day, there was not a teensy bit of oil in my hair. I could not find anything like that here in Toronto. Like maybe there's somewhere a hidden gem somewhere out there in the other stores, but I could never find it. Like every store I've been to that I bought dry shampoo from, once again, whether it's in Sephora, high-end brands, or like Walmart, Shoppers Drug Mart, or wherever, I can't find good ones. All the ones I've tried were crap. They did nothing for my hair. So fast forward, we went to California, and every CVS, Walgreens, or whatever that we went to, I tried to find this dry shampoo because that travel size, I made that last until December. So from May until December, I was using that sparingly up until like maybe the second week of December, and it was finally done. And so when we went to California, and every single store that we went to, I wanted to get the full size one. I got three of these. Like, this is how much I like this dry shampoo. And I'm still in the first one, by the way. And this is now April? Yeah, this is April now. I don't even know what month we're in anymore. But this is now April, and there's still quite a bit left. I love this. Like, this is the original one. They do have other scents as well. And if you guys are ever traveling to the States, New York, California, or whatever, I do recommend getting this. Now, I know everyone's hair type is different, but I do want to recommend this product to you guys. Even if you have to buy the small travel size, you could just try that out, see if you like it, and if you do, get the full size. Because I got the travel size as well, because I was thinking, you know what, no dry shampoo is really gonna work for me. I might as well get the travel size one, blah blah blah. And I loved it, so I wanted to buy the full size when I went to California, and I did. And as you can see, I went crazy. There weren't many of these left. They had the Batiste ones, the Dove ones. They didn't have much of these. I don't know why, but they just didn't have much of these. So when I saw it, I grabbed as many as I could. But anyways, point is, if you're looking for a dry shampoo, I would highly recommend these. Once again, if you want to try it out, get the travel size, try that out, see how you like it, and then just buy the full size afterward, because this is my holy grail dry shampoo. And it's only like 10 bucks or something American. Probably even less than that. I don't remember the price. It's been a while, but point is, it's pretty affordable. Okay, so on to setting powders. I tried out the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I liked it. But I don't know, for some reason I wanted to try out the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder, and I don't know, for whatever reason I decided to see if I can find a dupe for it. And I don't know, I searched up peach setting powders, and obviously the Too Faced one came up, and this one came up as well. It's the SkinFood Multi-Finish Powder Peach Cotton. I figured that this would have been a dupe for the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. I was so wrong. First of all, the colors are completely different. This has more of a peachy tone to it. While this one, it is white. It is stark white. And I thought, oh, you know what? It's probably translucent or something. It's probably translucent, and so it's just gonna, you know, sink into the skin. It does smell like peaches, so that's why I was thinking, oh, maybe it'll do the same thing, but I can't just go off by smell. What were you thinking, Nadia? I did use this as a bake. I used it for all over my face. It did make me look flawless. However, I kind of look like Casper the Ghost. And I tried it under flash as well. And if you do not sweep away the excess properly or evenly distribute the product, you will have buildup of the product right under your eye. And once again, I look like Casper the Ghost. I used it twice to give it a fair shot to see maybe if I can just dust it all over the face. Maybe it wasn't good for baking, but it still gave me that flashback, and I was like, no. Even if it wasn't for flash photography, I felt like my skin was so much whiter than the rest of my body. And this is the middle of winter. I'm not pale, but I'm not tanned either. Like I'm still pretty light, and the fact that this made me look like paper white, Casper the Ghost white, I'm sorry, this is a pass for me. If you guys wanted peach powder, just stick with the Too Faced one. It has a nice color there. There's no flashback. It sinks into the skin so nicely. Like I just can't. Like this is so good. Like I have to throw you out. Like usually SkinFood's products are pretty good. Like I'm using their toner. I'm using their peach sake toner, and this is great for my pores, my oil. I don't know what happened here. It just makes me look like a freaking ghost. So I don't know. Everything's just a hit and miss. You know, not every brand is gonna work for you. So this did not work for me. Maybe I'll use it as a stand, you know, for my camera. I'm gonna use it like a tripod with like a bunch of other things to, you know. Some other primers that did not work for me are the Dr. Brant Pores No More Illuminizer Primer and the Frankie Rose Primer. Now, these two have different consistencies. They both do two different things. This is supposed to illuminize, give you a nice glow to your face, while this one's supposed to keep you matte, filling your pores. This did not keep me matte all day. It has that dimethicone feel to it, and I don't know, with silicone based primers, I feel like it does not do anything for my skin. So this is what it looks like, and it's very clear. I know usually dimethicone primers usually help blur, fill in, but I don't know. I feel like all silicone type primers, anything with like the dimethicone in there, it does not do anything for my skin at all. It feels nice, don't get me wrong, like, but it just does not work for my skin. So whenever I try something like this out in the store, in my mind's like, oh, look at that, like my hand is matte and it looks blurred out, but then when I put it on my face, it does not translate that way, because my face, my nose has pores while my hand is just a smooth surface, so it does not do the same. And unfortunately, this is a pass for me. It just does not work. It may work for some other people, but it does not work for me. Like I felt oily in 5 hours. And I'm usually out, as you guys know, for 12-hour days because of work, because I wake up early in the morning, I work, and then by the time I get off work and come home, 13 hours, or sometimes I have to stay back because it's been a busy month or whatever the case may be. But yes, unfortunately, the Frankie Rose Primer, hard pass on that. And same thing with the Luminizer Primer. Now, I understand that this is supposed to be a Luminizer Primer and it's supposed to give you a glow. This did not fill in my pores from what I recall. And I found it very contradicting, where it's supposed to be illuminizing, but you're supposed to fill in my pores. And I don't know, my pores supposed to be illuminated too? Like, how does that work? And if I was to use this, it'll be like around the perimeters of the face. But I also remember that when my face was dry, it would pick up on the dry parts of my face, and I don't know, it just didn't work together. I felt more dry than I did without it. Like, it does not hydrate at all. So if you actually have oily skin, this may help, but I still find it weird where it says pores no more, but it's illuminizing and it's supposed to fill in your pores. Is it just me, or do I find that like kind of odd? I don't know. Sound out in the comment section below if you agree with me or disagree with me. But I don't know, for me this is a hard pass for me, even though it's supposed to be for all skin types. I don't know, this just did not work for me. I'm sorry. However, if you want something to fill in your pores at an affordable price, try the Wet n Wild Photo Focus face primer. This thing was like $6, maybe $10 at most, and this refined my pores, fills in lines, it brightens my complexion. Like, this is so inexpensive and it worked so well. While the other one was pretty expensive, even though I got it in a BoxyCharm, if you were to buy it by itself, it's still expensive. That's the main point. And this thing's like less than $10 and it does the job so well. Mattifies, fills in the pores, like it does everything. I really like this over a lot of my other expensive brands. Anyways, that's all the products I have for you guys today. I was thinking about doing a lot more, but then I realized I don't really have it here anymore, and it's been so long, like I couldn't remember which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like. I tried to make a note about it, but then, you know, life gets in the way and I just didn't like jot it down. But for the next video, I will for sure mark down which ones I liked, which ones I didn't like. If anything has changed of that sort, like if I had any favorites and all of a sudden it just didn't work for me anymore, I will be sure to let you guys know in the next video. If you guys have any other suggestions of what videos you want to see, leave a comment in the section below. I would love to read it and, you know, give you guys what you want to see. But that concludes this video. I hope you guys like this. Once again, I'm sorry I don't have more products for you guys. I will for sure give you guys more next time. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if I mentioned any products that you liked or didn't like, and if I bashed on your favorite products, I do apologize. It just did not work for me. Everyone is different. It probably doesn't work for me, works for you, doesn't work for another person and maybe 5 other people, but works for the next 3, you know. But anyways, once again, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on my social media handles, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!